Well, you guys, it looks like Steven from Love is Blind UK is even worse than we thought. Just to recap for you guys, on the Love is Blind UK reunion that just aired the other day, his ex wife Sabrina exposed him for a multitude of things, including the fact that he refused to remain in contact with her after marrying her. Now, Sabrina lived in Ireland, Stephen lived in England, and then they had agreed to have a long distance relationship going back and forth between the two cities until they could ultimately decide on where to live. But just a month and a half after the marriage, Sabrina says that Stephen would rarely call or text. He said that he never wanted to be on the phone unless there was something like specific that she needed to talk about, but then he wouldn't even really send many text messages. She went to visit him in London 7 times, and he only visited her in Belfast, Ireland twice, right? Now, we're finding out now through Sabrina in an interview here that she did that there was actually even more to the story. So I don't want to spoil it for you. Let's take a look at what it is that she had to say. And let's just say, Stephen, my goodness gracious, where does it end with you? What was your real goal in participating in this show? Because it does not sound like you were at all serious about finding a lifelong wife. Take a listen, you guys.
When someone is still in contact with their ex,
Red flag.
What's going on though? In
Red
what kind
flag.
of-
Unnecessary.
I want to give people the benefit of doubt,
No.
but I suppose I need to learn from that.
Yeah, no. Unless you have a kid together, fine. But outside
Yeah.
of that, no.
Yeah,
Red
no,
flag.
Stephen
Yeah.
bought his ex-girlfriend to our wedding.
Oh well. Oh well.
Exclusive.
Next.
Do you see the shot there on everybody, including this interview guy, when Sabrina drops the bomb that Steven invited his ex girlfriend to their wedding? She'll continue on to explain how that played out.
that is an exclusive.
Yeah, she
Wow.
does. I didn't get to speak to her.
Oh wow.
Oh, don't make me.
She what? She didn't come up and say congrats or nothing.
No, I myself.
It's giving.
Anyway,
Oh, let me
look,
shush.
no,
Anyways,
Right,
move
next.
on.
I've got so many questions.
Next.
Scrap me.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Seriously.
Yeah, oh yeah, hands down. Swear.
you're so brave. I couldn't have done. Yeah. Nah. Get out.
Red flag.
I hate that Demi wanted to rush that along because I personally wanted more information on how that ultimately wound up like playing out, right? The whole your ex-girlfriend is invited to the wedding thing and she doesn't even come up to introduce herself to Sabrina, to say hello, to say congratulations or anything like that. Like wow, the guts, the chutzpah, the balls that it takes to do that, the toxicity that it takes to do that. Now, here's the question that I have for you guys. Which ex-girlfriend do you think this is from Steven? Do you think that this is a random ex-girlfriend or do you think that this is an ex-girlfriend that he was talking about on the show? This when I first started realizing that Steven was kind of like a little bit off on the show. You can go back and watch my recap. I don't remember what episode it was, probably episode 1 or 2. But he and Sabrina are starting to fall for each other. And then Steven tells a story about having been in a long term relationship with this woman who ultimately wound up being diagnosed with cancer and saying that she decided to leave him to focus on her recovery. And I was like, huh, that's kind of odd, interesting, okay. But it didn't really get like extremely odd to me until he mentioned that that he doesn't even know how she's doing, right? Sabrina asked how's she doing today, basically obviously asking like did she beat cancer, did she survive? Stephen didn't even know. So Stephen, you were claiming that this was a woman that you were going to marry, you were about to propose, you were so in love with her, but you don't even know if she's dead or alive. You like, she left you to focus on cancer, not because you did anything wrong to her, but to focus on recovery. But you guys are not in good enough like contact for you to know anything like that. You don't have any kind of like mutual friends anymore because like obviously when you're in a relationship, especially when it's that serious, you're hanging out with each other's friends, like family, like you would know that sort of information, especially in today's digital age, right? So that definitely stuck out to me. So now knowing what we know now about him, I kind of wonder about the authenticity of this story, is there something that we're missing in the story about his ex-girlfriend? Because clearly there's a lot that we're missing about how he treats women in general. Anyway, you guys, I am just so amazed by all the information that we are being like given now that the show is over. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss out on a single piece of information because I am just scouring the web, devouring all the information I can and sharing what I think you guys would find rather interesting here on this channel. No, I did say this in my reunion recap, but don't forget that they have announced that there will be a season 2 of Love is Blind UK airing next year. And if I'm not mistaken, that means that they have already started filming it this year, right? Or casting at the very least. Anyway, let me know what you think about this information in the comment section down below. Was it appropriate for Steven to invite his ex-girlfriend to his and Sabrina's wedding? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And as usual, we will chat. I also wonder if Sabrina even knew the woman was coming or she got this information sprung on her last minute. Anyway, don't want to blabber on. See you next video, guys. Bye.